excited. Also, I figured out how to get this. So Adobe only does.
Beginning.
Oh,
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
that's a. Yeah, I know I'm here. Just focus on you. I'm looking over every now and then. No problem. I appreciate you coming by and looking while you're doing your masters. I hope I am here to help you blow through that masters as much as possible. Is this me waking up in my own pool? Yeah, this is the white version of me. Except my ass might be a bit hairier. It's like I'm singing double. Hello? Can you help me here? I'm not hearing things, am I? Please. This is all again. Yeah, you can see my bare ass for hours on end. I thought that was a frog. Okay. I'm not afraid. Because like ass man crack is the first thing you see. Y'all can hear a random sound, like a voice out there, right? I'm not imagining. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, I'm not good. I'm not good. Come on. Can you imagine the game designed for its kind of the first thing you see? I mean, I'm pretty sure they tried for a woman, but people are like, nah. This is. I think it's worse because I can barely see. Yeah, I think it's worse because I can barely see. Like Dead Space all over again. One, Fatman, one! Okay, it's just lights. It's just lights. Oh! What is hot? Oh god, the opening of this game, okay. I've been more scared in the opening of this game than I have in some scary games.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
It's not fault people get all murdery.
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
No coffee.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Back in Black Falls we are. You know, for a town named Bright Falls,
Was supposed to be
it ain't that bright.
crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Indentation. I said that wrong.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up
Indentation.
by the trees.
Cauldron Lake. We got the title map. I was playing Callisto Protocol.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
No minimap. Truly upset.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene.
Yeah, I know police is a man's word, but you know what? Female's about to take the case and break it.
Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
I love Thornton. He's just like, tell them about it.
I reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting.
Oh, you thought they should be outward and all over the place. Amazing. So this is Old Cauldron Lake.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Baseboard.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Honestly,
everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
move around and okay. You're not free to navigate. Cool. All right, let's look up on this case because I want to truly understand what's going on here. Okay. There's a murder at Bright in the town. Serious murders have occurred while the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connection will help us search for the killer, which we know is an occult. The victims. Hey, I wonder if these are actual people that they got for photos. Victims reported missing in 2010. No other commodities. Ted Lane, distant stab wounds, bloated, bruising from the west. Whitney Davis, teacher, body bloated, lost chest wound. Found in Cauldron Lake, 2018. Some organs missing. Predation. State of the body does not match 8 years spent in the lake. on the game more friends and family as these eggs. Maybe, yeah. The victims. I would love to be corpse free. I can play a good dead body. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in the shutter grave. So 10, 18, about 2 weeks ago. Oh, I think this is the guy we was. This is the guy we was. 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as the cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Murder methods, slightly different in murders, blooded only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposed to water post-mortem. Bruising on the wrist, two of the victims had bruising, some from restraint, strapped or belt down. Deep gas in the chest, heart missing. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma. Consistent with 2008 victim, hard to confirm due to body condition. I played a good dead body yesterday. I play a good dead body every night. Blood of corpse is indicated of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. For the profile, post-mortem tattooing. Oops. The murder targets have no discriminating common traits, so we don't. So they're all from the area, but we don't know if they have anything in common. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. True. Okay, that's the clues we have so far. And then we have a map. Because, you know what? We love maps.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head
Visiting
down
the
hill.
mine place doesn't pause the game, so be careful of nearby threats. So I should be careful of where I mine place myself.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Starting fires prohibit. Please do not feed the wildlife. Leave no trace. Only 2 weeks from retirement.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
If I was law enforcement, my 2 weeks before retirement is when I take my ass on vacation. It's like, okay, 2 weeks vacation. I was like, what's up? I'm going on 2 week vacation. The Mirror Peak. The mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirroring all its invented glory. Like take a 2 week vacation, come back on the day of my retirement, get the party, go home, retire, move out of state, so none of my old cases follow me. Like, get out of Dodge, because you know what it is? It's just like, I'm back for one last case. And all of a sudden, I'm
Not
like,
a bad place to get
I'm the
murdered.
dead guy on the floor.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
All right, local cops proved them wrong.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
Yes, Thornton.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Very nice leafage.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Oh, damn. No top.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You know, like your first key image, you can place it. Like, I wanna have to. Uh, ooh. I'll put it back on like 4 minutes. It is hot. I'll keep the mask on top of the head. You can place on it. You like medicine.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Coincidence? I think not. Now, that body's been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. We need to see if this is linked to the killings right here to investigate. Base, pump a new question. Detectives are viewable at the case spot in your goals. Okay. You're now free to stay on the case spot or leave. I need to find out 3 pieces of evidence.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Let's go back to the case board, I guess. You know what? I have to. Here we go. We want it. Was in the one button. This is considered with previous to.
Ugh.
Was moved but left. Why was this mother interrupted?
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders.
We gotta wait for the room to cool down.
And the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
To resolve the open question, unlock the deduction, your events. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing triangle. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. You're now free to examine The case board or leave to collect new evidence. Okay, let's actually check around this place for a minute. It looks pretty cool. This is a mind palace.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
That's his little kid. There's a little girl.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
But Saga, what is worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There'll be times just like this when you question your choices. She'll come, words I probably can't say, even your insanity, your incompetence. I said it wrong anyway. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
How you exit?
Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Group dynamic. That's 2, right? Was 1.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Where's 3? Oops.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Ah, nice. The loosened. No, nothing for that. Loosened bottle. Loosened salt shaker. That goes under killers. Activity, unlikely how killer worked alone.
Doesn't make sense. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailant presence, messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
There we go. Room cooldown. Finally. Okay, those are for later. Give me a ladder back to victim.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
Nightingale? Hold up. Sorry.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Wait. Nightingale? Wasn't Nightingale, Yeah, I think Nightingale was the, guy chasing Alan Wake. During the Alan Wake dilemma. been 13 years, damn. I didn't think Nightingale was that fat.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, Nightingale chased after Alan Wake. It disappeared.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
The evidence about the cooler. Pretty sure all locals interrupted the
For the murder to happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Nightingale got swallowed up from the darkness.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
I know this is breaking the ambiance to the game, but I just want to make sure about something. Okay.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
But then Nightingale came from the lake, but why now? 13 years, where he's been.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Okay, so he came from the lake and they're looking for something that he was supposed to have, but he didn't.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
I'll just wait here.
Dude, you probably should join us. All right. Goodbye, officer. I enjoyed your interaction. He's so about to die.
At the lake.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he
Truly nude.
ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
You guys got guns, right?
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
I'm just like, you guys got guns, right? Open up the gun menu.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Something cutting.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Uh-oh.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Oh shit, she went the woods. They've been wedged into the new story.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
I mean, I know it doesn't make sense. There's more going on here than I am seeking. I'd examine the body properly back in town. Reading what felt like a message someone playing games.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of the
Whoever
woods.
wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
No, he's still alive.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem.
Deal fast. Again?
Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
So I can close the door. So
Seems like a nice town so far.
we got a murder.
Aside. Pretty woods.
First introduction to Alan Wake.
Nothing. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task,
It's
but
close to
hopefully the
Deerfest.
sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
If I'm not mistaken, my mind's playing me correctly. Alan Wake, the first Alan Wake happened near Deerfest, or during Deerfest. They get there before Deerfest. He's out for like a week, and he comes back during Deerfest.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
We're on this together,
He
hero.
hates those cheesy crime books.
Have a correct
But he
days.
really hates the movies.
Manuscript fragments. I may have missed some manuscript. Can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Oh, okay. So the weapons upgrades. Okay, so if I miss a couple, it's not a big deal. That's good. Good thing I decided to look.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff ins.
Trying to record a DB. And a cyberpunk lingo right there.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger. Roger.
Found my way to Cauldron Lake. The fences were easy to climb over with the proper gear and skills, which I'm thankful to possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange crowned Relibur. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I notice intriguing behavior in surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. The birds are praying nearby. Some strange sounds carried on the wind. However, nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned, I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Go one. One! Moved inland. Forage is stunning. Must come back in the fall. Had to stop and scratch this gorgeous vine maple just at the way the no idea hangs of it. This is why the trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guys stagger around the forest area, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Probably should have found another spot. So annoying. That's all that weirdo. I decided to change spots again. Moved up to the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to the camp, but I'm more interested in this Alaskan onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Starting hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabbit? Wabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down. My stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something's not right about this place. Oh, she dead. This person's dead.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Oh. It's just
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
you say that now. '81st annual Deal
Anything
Fest.
from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
This the building was constructed as part one of the LEC settlements in the greater Bright Fall areas, but in 1988 the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated in the downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into original glory log by log. The other wood palace logs reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
This wasn't the large,
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Main Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what a
Hi.
For a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio.
Okay, so circle turns on the flashlight. Looking to news and rumors, focus 2010, caught reference old case files, NIC cult similarities, communities, and mythology. Part of the series, find out name of good coffee from diner. Interesting to see actual, words being actually like you can actually read it without having to. Can't open that door.
I can't force it open.
Do not disturb. Dancing Queen, different sinners, a dancing queen. Bring the time of the life. Oh, Jesus here. I don't remember the words. Oh, it's the dancing queen. It's only 17. I am surprised I actually remember that in those other words.
The dream I had.
I'm sure that was less creepy back in the 1970s. Everything was less creepy in the 1970s. Like, I know it's Halloween, but like, I say this a lot to people, but I need you to listen closely to Baby It's Cold Outside. Because, like, the song sounds kind of wapey.
Good.
If you listen to it. I gotta go home, but baby, it's cold outside. I really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside. It's just like, what would my parents think? It was a different time, a worse time. One of those timeless songs. But I also guess a lot of the meanings of things have changed since then. So it's like, what probably was the different meaning then is not it now.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Hey!
Right.
See you around.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough.
I think my friend Dalix just found his friend.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
I know that face.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowly
Okay.
since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga.
What up,
is
dog?
fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
Is that good pie?
Then we bolted and called the cops.
I could use pie.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean...
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What did you find? Ed?
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay, I'm kind of scared. That's freaky. The Mind Palace has everything. So what upgrades over there? Nothing new.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Oh, this is a
Another
case.
message.
I think maybe even after I finish the game, I might come back and see if I can kind of do all of this. Like, chat, I will straight up right now apologize.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Because it looks like this game has a lot of things to explore. I don't know the goals.
That's it.
I think that's it.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Rose!
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No.
Confused.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Okay. Now I'm questioning, is the daughter real, or did she just copy-paste the memory of it?
cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
Damn.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
I don't know. I want to just back in. If a wish like murder happens in the place I'm at, I'm out.
Easy, buddy.
I'm out of town. Like wishless serial killing murders happens in Chicago. I'm on vacation. I'll be back when that thing is done. And this is the hallway that started it all.
To get this open.